Yeah, it's probably not gonna happen in reality. I just thought it sounded neat.
Okay. Says Neil the Timid. He goes trundling off after Hydrax.
I'm not promising I won't set you on fire.
Fuck, did you hear that? He's gonna set me on fire. Don't worry about him.
Who do they use for a healer?
I don't know. Some dude.
Just some guy? Okay.
Some guy. Let's find a healer. Let's find a healer.
These gladiatorial games brought to you by Pepsi.
The heel cola. do the do.
The heel cola. the healing bubbles of Pepsi Cola.
Ooh, Pepsi Haste with extra cocaine.
No.
Just spouting nonsense from the lips.
I need a cleric name.
Colm.
I also need my computer to actually show me what the tokens look like. Come on, you can do it!
Show me tokens.
Preview. Nope. Apparently I'm not good enough.
Forever.
Yeah. We'll make a cleric token the old way.
Draw a halo over.
Backlight. I mean, we need a priest, so.
What was his name? What did you give it as a name?
Colm.
Colm?
Yeah. Generic name.
Colm of the old gods.
Not.
There's Colm. He is
Does he specifically worship Dederson?
You don't know. He does not wear his holy symbol out in the open. He's got very heavy armor on and is kind of just marching behind everyone. He grabbed a cup of wine but kept it in his hands, he's got a bag around his holy symbols, but he's got like many threads coming out of the bag. Like he's wearing multiple charms and
One of these has to work. Shaking him.
Yep. Do you have something against fire? He said he's going to set us on fire. Don't panic. Just remember your training. I remember my training quite well when I'm threatened. Surprisingly. Block, dodge, weave, block. I can't believe they paired me with you. Well, it's an honor being paired with you. Zed is spying on this, I guess.
Zed's just, waiting to... He's going to go out there and heal, so...
Okay. In the first match, Czargon and Chanticleer are basically... It's kind of a wussy match. It's like who can make the bigger fireball and the bigger explosion. There are some goblins tied to barrels full of oil. It's a match that can be best played out with D6s, and we're not even gonna do offense defense. This is just a pure.
It's gonna be a D20 roll.
Yeah, it's effectively gonna be a D20 roll for the wooing of the crowd. However, with the giant explosions. And both Czargon and Chanticleer of the same god are actually kind of chummy about this. They kind of stand close to each other and start.
Zed'll be out there as the healer, just in case things go sideways.
The crowd goes nuts when Czargon finally makes his appearance.
It's like a sign for the crowd.
Czargon, like, Chanticleer says something to him and kind of, like, waves, and Czargon actually takes to the air and flies around and does a couple circles around the Vatapole Civic Arena. Chanticleer just nods to him as Czargon lands in the sands. Czargon looks happy as everyone's chanting for the dragon. Yep.
Yeah.
The Duke is there with the Underduke. The Undercountess is not there today, nor is the weird guy with the... actually, no, the weird guy with the gems floating around his head is watching. Lady Savette Havel is not here. Oh, we're going to drag Magnus and Cella off. Let's see. Damien's... mother is there. She ends up talking with Count Czargon for a while.
You can't be my new stepdaddy.
People are laughing as the goblin named Poopy is trying to dig to the bottom of his shit pile to get away from some of the flames. There are flame dancers and fire breathers that are all kind of all around the edges of the circus, and acrobats and flaming rings, and Czargon actually flies through one of the flaming rings kind of as the warm up to this activity is underway. This might actually be really good for morale or the mob relationship with your Ludus, putting on a high fireworks display, perhaps also the aim of the Union of the Black Lotus,
Which is good for us.
Yep. Okay, so Czargon is what level?
Okay.
What is his power level?
Over 9,000.
And I believe Chanticleer's is 10 as an 8th level character. Gestalt, good ability scores, and good morale, we'll say 11.
Czargon is 11.
Cool. Let's just do 11d6 versus 11d6. To the victor goes a victory point.
Okay.
Push, win for Chanticleer, win for Czargon, push, 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 push. I think that's 1-1. That's 1-1.
5-5.
The same number of ones, same number of twos.
It's a tie.
It's a tie.
Somewhere.
Do they get the same
in
number of
Vatapole,
threes?
There's one guy going.
There are 3 threes. There's 1 4. Holy crap!
It's 2 6s versus a 6 and 2 5s, and it's 1 5 with 2 6s.
Okay, so we need to roll. Let's just roll a 5d6 tiebreaker, as they trot out a very scraggly-looking troll, and they basically play the game of who can burn the troll better.
And this is one of those. The longer this goes, the better it is for Czargon, because he doesn't run out of breath.
Yep. So this is Chanticleer.
Yeah, boy.
So-
It's push, win, win, or it's sorry, push, lose, win, win, win.
Okay. So it comes down to Czargon not running out of breath and Chanticleer running out of fireballs, and eventually Czargon keeps on breathing, and this poor troll was basically running around on fire. That's what I come here for! the old grandmother yelling as.
Yay! The troll.
Yep,
We finally made the lady happy.
Finally, you did something right! And a bunch of people laughing in the stands. So the Conclave earns themselves a victory point, as Czargon shows that he is the better fire breather and fire master.
We won 2 talents. Woo.
Czargon comes back in invigorated. Both Chanticleer and Czargon seem to be in good spirits after that match.
Yes, she is, Nemi, that she is.
Zed knows that they put on a good display for Kozuth today, and that they, in a way, warned those who would stand against such a powerful old god. Not necessarily an old god, a primordial elemental god.
Blessed be those who improve themselves, right, Czargon?
Yes, through fire, you come out clean, strong, or you die.
You improve or are consumed.
Very impressive. And you are but a young dragon. Yes, I grow. There is a flame inside me that needs more kindling.
Czargon rubs his claws together, and you know his thoughts are turning dark. And
Right, one of these days, you're gonna get a teacher who can teach you bluff. His name might be Ashoka. Teach you how to cackle on the inside. The best cackles are on the inside.
all right, there are many tiki torches that are lit and burning things that are smoking in the arena when the other fights commence. So that was Czargon's fight. Let's have a look at where we are in the Luda sheet. Brings us to Zed versus the Megaphant, or Scarab versus the 2 peons. So, let's do Scarab's fight.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Introducing from the Knights of Vanderpool, and you can actually hear some lukewarm. The crowd isn't as into the Knights. They are the local boys, but the local boys haven't brought the win. And then they combined with the House of the Broken Shield.
Yeah.
And they're not really getting a lot of love. They're actually starting off their fight at a +0. Whereas the Conclave, after Czargon opening up the battle, starts at a +2. Having a dragon flying around setting things on fire beforehand is
Useful.
is very useful. Introducing from the Knights of the Broken Shield, a warrior of the people, Hydrax the Serpent. He does have a small group of people that actually hiss when they come on. They realize that that's sort of an intimidation thing. Backed by his squire, Neil the Timid. There's kind of like a ripple through the crowd as Neo comes out and raises his shield regardless of whether people are booing. He accidentally blocks a rotten apple that got thrown at him.
Yeah, that's why you put the shield there. It's like I'm training the mind.
Hydrax the Serpent and Neil go onto the circle. Is anyone from the Conclave out there already? Colm takes his spot.
Zed is out to be a healer.
Okay, give me a perception check, Zed.
Okay.
They're not on the stones.
Zed is going to perceive the cheating that is occurring. All right. I am a druid, sir.
Isn't Shook out there as well?
Well, he's in the stands.
Yeah.
32.
Okay, you notice Hydrax the Serpent wiping Neil the Timid's blade with a rag.
Okay.
Neil the Timid's kind of holding his sword in a way like he doesn't want to touch his sword anymore.
Yep.
It's when you critically miss and hit yourself with it. That's
Okay. Hydrax is now wiping his own sword with a rag.
Yep.
He might be palming or applying something to it.
Please fumble. Please fumble. Or cut them with their own swords. Okay.
Hydrax seems to be quite adept at whatever he's doing.
Well, yeah, he doesn't need to. He doesn't have to roll, but it doesn't mean when you roll one on the attack.
Oh, right. Zed.
And we have the fearless abomination, the many-armed, the murderous beetle, Scarab of the Conclave of Crimson Scale.
he goes out and just raises his arms and walks over the stairs.
Well, when you're walking past, they've poisoned their blades.
Gotta hit me with them first, don't they? he just like nudges you as he's walking by, but like, thanks for the info. Thanks for the info, but I'm not worried.
You can do it, Scarab. Yeah.
Oh yes, I'm supposed to be doing a thing. So.
The crowd seems to have broken into one of their impromptu songs. It's a very simple thing. It is just a simple verse from a local song. You guys have been in the city for long enough now that you know it's called The Coming Down. It's about things coming down from the mountains, coming down from the castle. It's also a song that they tend to sing near the end of the year. It's just a kind of a simple chant for the chorus, but they are so happy with what they saw before that they've broken into the very oversimplified coming down. Pompadoro Pompey Luca is kind of cheering them on and sort of pretending to orchestrate them as they sing this song. Scarab takes his position right in the center of the circle. The bets have been placed. The people are here watching, and Ashoka at the just before the ringing of the bell has a man approach him from behind. There's a masked theologian that sits right behind Ashoka.
Greetings. How are you doing? Enjoying the fights?
The hand that gives death.
Give me knowledge, religion.
I assume we speak of Neral.
Yep. Give me a knowledge, religion.
Yeah. I know of Neral because I do that, but I don't have any ranks of knowledge.
Can you give me an int check?
Okay.
You can add 2 because you are a Nilrolite, and another 2 because you were trained by them to be an assassin.
18.
The hand that gives death is the hand that gives life. Meaning that an assassin who stays his hand is actually granting life.
The hand that gives life.
I've come to give you a warning.
I'm listening.
My brothers and sisters know that you've been prying.
I've heard that they have learned many things from someone who doesn't abide by their contracts.
Yes. The warning is simple. This is a city you don't want to die in.
That applies to many cities, although I take the point.
Okay.
Enjoy the match.
Ashoka realizes that his affiliation with the Church of Norul has just come to pay dividends. Mm-hmm. That as much as they are brothers of faith hidden from the Imperium, what one masked theologian knows, others also do, and there are many heads to that Hydra.
Mm-hmm.
And Ashoka belongs to the religion of one of those heads.
Mm-hmm.
Not the most stable of organizations.
No.
It was less of a warning of he's going to kill you. It's just
there will be
repercussions. They've got priests and they've dealt with this type of stuff before.
Mm-hmm.
That was very polite of him to come here and tell you those things, Master.
Isn't it?
Very polite.
Very polite.
Is there another chubby actor?
Jonah Hill.
No, he got skinny.
Well, he's do you need somebody who's fat right now?
I need Chebagast's son. Not Chebagast. I need Cheb's son.
Young Jonah Hill.
No.
Like your who's the kid from there's the fat kid in Harry Potter, and there's the guy in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, if we're looking for that age. If we're looking for the actor who played the offensive lineman in
No, I got it. He's the kid that played in the Sandlot.
I remember seeing that on a plane.
Just don't know what his name is.
There's a kid in. Oh no, we already used him.
The kid who plays Pugsley.
No, Boom Boom.
All right, so I need a good name for Cheb's son.
Jeb with a J.
Jeb. Awesome.
Look up actors who played Pugsley.
So his name is Cheb.
Cheb.
It's actually CHJE.
Cheb and Jeb. Cheb and Cheb.
Lady Daestra's there?
Yep.
We gotta deal with her.
Is that the man, Pa? Is that the man? Oh yeah, that's the guy. And he's got a little critter too. Oh, he likes the pork rinds. Oh, can I feed him, Pa? Can I feed him?
Isn't he polite?
That's polite for him to bring pork rinds.
Oh.
Yes. Also polite for him to ask for permission before touching.
Hey there, little guy. Can I feed him? Is he friendly? I never seen him see do no wrong to no one. He's a friendly little sprite, ain't he?
He is most polite.
He practically trips over people around him to get close by and just sort of jams his butt into the seats between two people behind Ashoka.
Ashoka will tap the chair beside him.
Okay. Nem scoots over. Oh, I'm sure glad I got the day off at the butchery. You know, my dad's a butcher. I'm a butcher too. He's so little. He's like a little guy.
Yes, he is like a little guy.
Yes, I'm a little guy.
Oh, he speaks too. Aren't you cute?
So you are a butcher as well?
Oh yeah, I took the day off, and there's a few of us here that took the day off. I don't know how anything's getting done there. There's Uncle Chet and Aunt Wilma, and well, they took the day. He's talking to you like you know who these people are.
And my name is Ashoka.
Oh.
What's your name?
He wipes his greasy hand on his shirt. It's still greasy. My name's Jeb.
Chib.
Jeb.
Chib.
That's it. You got it. Most people take about 4 or 5 times to get it, but you definitely got it. So where'd you get this little guy from, anyways? Do they sell them? Are they for sale? You know, I got my allowance this week, and well, I got a little bit left over even after the pork rinds and the ticket into here.
I'm fairly certain they are for sale, but typically it costs more than mere corn.
Oh. Or like some meat?
Similar.
So I only got half the way done with the cow that I was slaughtering. Sometimes we slaughter cows when the drovers come in here, and we hear barbarians really like that sort of meat. So I think only half of it done. So Jim actually is gonna be in for it. I don't know how they're gonna get it all done, is what he says.
How's your appetite?
I could eat.
We're gonna buy them food.
Okay.
We're gonna buy them something high in saturated fats and carbs and shit. We're buying them shit, whatever they do, like the D&D equivalent of churro is.
Okay, so you buy some in the stands here. They are cured street meats, and
Ashoka is going to have a harem of fat men that are around him just in case a fat man wants to show up.
You eat pork rinds, street meats, a couple of a big tub of cider. Of course, Cheb has got his own moonshine that he's sharing with Ashoka, and a couple of honey sticks, and you guys are off to the races. A big loaf of bread, as bread is actually being tossed at people in the stands, and Nem actually caught one and gave it to Cheb. Oh, he's the best,
isn't he?
Yeah, no, he is. I'd spend him. Leave his familiars alone, says Cheb. Now, who you got in the betting today? I know you're a betting man, Ashoka. You're always just sort of tuned into everything that's going on here. I should probably share notes with you beforehand. We could probably make a little bit of money, is what Chip says.
Probably. I bet I'm pretty loyal owner. I bet down the line for the Conclave.
Oh, of course you do. It wouldn't be a good thing if you didn't bet for your own man. What sort of thing would that send to that? It's like, well, you know, they say that if a lamb is frightened when you slaughter it, that its meat will go bad. Same kind of thing here.
Yes.
You don't want any bad meat in your meat stable. No, Pa, you sure got that right.
We certainly don't want bad meat in our meat stable.
All right, Ashoka making friends. I think that was good.
No, we're just Ashoka becomes a feeder. Eat more, just more food.
Chanticleer, Magnus, Sona, and Damien watching the fights. I guess Czargon will watch the fight along with Nova.
Mark, where are you starting on the stone?
Right in the middle of it.
In the middle.
Of the stone, yeah.
Cool.
Because he's a Billy badass. And like symmetry.
Potions on the stone.
Gong! The gong goes.
I drank my mutagen before I even went out, but just because I know it lasts.
Okay, Neil the Timid and Hydrax are stepping off the stones and drinking potions. What is Scarab's round?
Scarab.
We might as well roll initiative while we're at it, but usually the first or second fucking round is. First 3 rounds are jamming potions into your craw.
I
Roll the 10.
my gladiators now have like quicken, or my powerful ones, so the buffeting can happen real quick. Like
Okay, we've got the Scarab. What is your initiative modifier?
10. Oh, sorry, it's plus 3.
I believe it's pronounced
13?
the Scrab.
Yeah, the Scarab. Scarab.
I have reimagined myself. I am now a Scrab.
Yeah, plus 3. Yeah, he for his move, he steps back, takes his stance, and will drink a bull strength.
Okay, give me a performance check as you're moving away from the other gladiators. The DC of this day is a little bit less. It's 22.
I don't know if I can make that. Nope.
Okay. People are booing a little bit as Scarab is being seen as hiding behind the circle. Neil and Hydrax. Neil begins. Actually, he drinks another potion and moves forward a little bit. Hydrax does the same. Scarab.
Scarab is going to go to Sparks.
Colm has actually taken off the bag. You can see all sorts of jumbled of holy symbols, and you notice he's looking at a couple, and he's picking one out, and he holds it in his hand, and is making a private prayer.
His token looks like an old Liam Neeson.
He's going to use haste. Got bull strength up. Put up haste. I'll use haste now.
What level?
He's 9th.
Neil drinks a third potion, 5 foot steps forward. Hydrax drinks a third potion, 5 foot steps forward. Hydrax has a scimitar in his hands and a shield. Neil has his tower shield and a short sword, or a gladius, basically. The old lady is not liking. I can move quicker than you, louts. Get in there and show me some blood.
Someone is like, do I have to? He makes me do push-ups. I hate push-ups.
Scarab, what you do?
Move out. Oh. Go out here. Far away. Yeah, they're far away. Okay. I just want to get my distance in here. It's 45.
So it'll make way for what inevitably is going to be the conflict.
Move a little bit more because he can. Another 15. And he is going to take a drink of displacement.
Ooh, nice. Okay. Neil the Timid makes a double move. No, full defense single move.
That sounds like Neil.
Hydrax comes out, single move, and readies an attack.
Ready's an attack. What kind of weapons he got?
He has a longsword. No, sorry, a scimitar.
Oh, nice choice. I am going to use another potion now. He done that, and I'm going to use long arms
Okay.
because I don't feel like drawing an extra attack.
Neil full defenses and moves forward.
And the sort of will start his bard song with a look of shame.
Okay. Hydrax moves in and readies an attack.
Okay.
Scarab, this is your third round of haste.
Yep.
The crowd's whooping it up as the gladiators are circling in.
Moves to there. And attacks.
He took a movement, so he can't 5-foot step as his ready to action.
Yep. Welcome to
Because
the
I
world.
think that ends his.
I think here. Give me a second.
Give me a second.
It's either it counts towards. I think it counts towards your next turn's movement. So he can't 5-foot step next turn. I believe.
Okay.
Is what it is.
He's gonna 5-foot step in as you come in and take his ready to action.
And I'll just confirm that right now. 'Cause,
What is Scarab's AC right now? It's gonna be ridiculous, isn't it?
With his stance.
El Stupido, I believe, is the.
Yeah, it brings it to 45, 47, 48.
Okay, so he needs to roll 20 to hit you. He rolls an 11, so give me a perception check.
Okay.
Okay. Next time we'll do it correctly. 5-foot step. You can take a 5-foot step as part of a ready to action, but only if you don't otherwise move any distance during that round.
Got it. Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's fine.
Missed anyway.
Your perception check, Mark.
Yeah. 18.
Okay, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary, but you get your attack.
Okay. Check something. Strength. 21.
They drank the potions of the supreme alchemist, who made Tensa's transformation 20th level.
No.
Great. Am I getting a bard song?
Sona is reluctantly singing.
His look of shame.
And you will win if you hit them.
Let's go,
Don't
bug
get
boy.
hit.
Let's go.
Not a good start.
Was it 1?
Yep.
It's
42.
bad for me. It's bad for the Ludus if you lose,
Yeah.
but it's really funny for Adam if you lose.
42 would have hit. Yeah, Hydrax the Serpent kicked up a little bit of sand when he moved over. You didn't expect him to move so quickly, and a little bit of grit got in your face.
Okay.
He actually taunts you a bit. What's the matter?
Drunk too much?
We have next, I think it's Neil.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, top of the round, Neil. So Neil's going to incur an AOO. However, he's going to attack defensively in a flank. So take your AOO, Scarab, as your long arms clock Neil.
Let the clockening begin.
C29.
Oh, I don't know. So I think, give me a second. His AC is 11 with armor, plus
Neil's
4 with dex, plus 6 with his shield, plus 2 deflection, plus 2 natural armor. Is
Oh yeah, Furious Focus.
I already attacked this round.
131, 34. He has shield focus, which is another 1, which would be 35, and then he is attacking defensively, which is a plus 3. So AC 38.
Okay.
Yep, you missed. He comes in, however, 11, 12, plus 2 plus 2. You can be flanked, right?
Yes, I can.
AC 31 with his short sword.
Yeah, no.
Give me a perception check. We should gank Neil and take his gear. All the plotting.
The stream looters should do that.
Neil's short sword left a little bit of black tar on your armor when he attacked you. Hydrax. 5-foot steps. Blows a bunch of dust on you. In a cone.
So is that broken arrow?
It actually does because of the long arms.
Yep. So hopefully the fairy dust is worth it because you're about to be punished.
Plus.
See, Hydrax the serpent is like just a ninja with a little bit of armor on. He's kind of cool. These sorts of things are starting to make me think he's kind of cool.
AC 33.
Yeah, you clock him. He is going to use his rogue power to create a duplicate of himself, which I think gives him a 50-50 miss, or does it automatically block the miss?
It's a 50-50.
Okay, so give me a D2 as he created an image as you were striking.
1.
Okay, you struck him
Got him.
anyways.
He still has the image. It'll be around.
Yep.
10 plus.
Did this guy level after he got his ass kicked by Zed a long time ago?
He's been power leveling by getting his ass beat. He's still getting XP, not as much, but you still get XP.
It's just one of those like.
Alright, plus 28. Oh, plus 1d6.
You're hitting him with the non-lethal wad of Wump.
Yep.
He's beating him with the rod of mercy.
And he takes 38 points of damage.
What the hell? Okay, so you whapped him hard with your. This is a lethal.
No, it's not non-lethal.
Not your non-lethal stick. Okay.
It's the sleepy stick.
Okay. Wham! All right. This dust is bad. You need to make a fortitude save.
Oh, thank God. I was worried it was a will save. Because that's not my strong suit.
Yeah, the enchantress will be the problem.
Is it poison?
It is definitely poison.
Okay, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
In its own way.
It's a different kind of good thing.
Yeah, because I'm an alchemist.
Poison.
The DC is 18.
Okay, so don't roll a 1.
Don't say it like that.
Yeah.
3.
Woo!
See? That was a warning.
I was a warning that the D&D gods are like...
All right, it kind of made you sneeze, and you were seeing a bunch of weird colors, and the cone quickly dissipates.
Okay, so it's no longer an issue?
Yeah, it's no longer an issue.
All right.
That was... he got hit hard for that attack.
Got punished.
Yep, lots of punishment.
Although it was like a fascinate mist or something, or...
Scarab, your turn.
Hope that was worth it.
Wow, wow.
And full round.
He's already dead.
25 for the first one. AC 44, possible critical.
You're rolling to confirm.
God damn right I am. He just blew poison in my face.
He fart clouded me. He threw glitter in my face.
All right, he has his single image up, so it's a 50-50. D52.
Oh, I hit him. Well,
No.
Oh, he just carves through the image. Wham! He's like, oh, hitting hard now, are we?
Plus
Little sparkly dust never hurt anyone. It doesn't feel good, says Neil.
Breathe deep, buddy. What is Santa? Be plus 17. Okay. 17. AC 35, possible critical.
Mm-hmm. You carve through the image, which disappears. Everyone's like, oh! And then
AC 24.
Oh, not for him. So not a
Do we have
critical
a
miss.
victory point?
What? No.
No, it's fine. I got this.
Bang! Hit him in the helmet.
And he takes another 38.
76 damage. Okay, he's in. You can't take one
Man,
more of those.
And
I
the hit
need them to
attack,
win. Yeah.
AC 28.
That should be in the right zone.
I gotta figure
Somewhere
out his.
around there.
So his AC is
Are you adding
10
the
armor.
parts on?
plus
Yes.
4 shield, plus 2 natural, plus 2.
Oh, I'm not adding the
potion.
+1 though from the crowd.
Stack. It doesn't stack.
Oh, they don't stack. That's right.
It doesn't stack with. Oh, is it Bard Song or Heroism?
Bard Song.
29. His AC is 29. Bard Song and crowd.
Yeah, miss.
Brain. Blood brain.
Oh man, just.
Okay, his thick skin absorbs the blow, but he grunts. Neil. I'm sorry. Neil is going to. How does he do this?
You're not allowed to say sorry. Then kick my ass.
Neil. He needs to drink a potion, but he's got his sword out. Fuck.
Drop the tower shield. That's a good way to.
No.
I can't even. I tried. I could.
If this guy's dropping anything, it's the sword. We all know that.
Alright, he is going to sheathe the sword
That provokes Neil Wolf. He's
and
threatened.
take out the potion this round. So yeah, you get an AOO Scarab, you're threatening him. His AC is 35 while doing this maneuver.
Nope.
Bang! It's hard, my arm's all tingly.
Show you tingly.
Huh. Okay. Hydrax. He's gonna 5-foot step back and drink a potion of his own.
Okay, he should still be in.
Do you have combat reflexes?
Oh no, I don't. Oh, you're right.
Okay, he drinks a potion.
Okay.
Scarab. So Neil has a potion in his hand. Hydrax has finished drinking a potion.
I think we all have an idea of what those potions are doing. Are their swords glowing? Are their eyes glowing?
Yeah, their swords are glowing.
Yeah. Oh, watch your beehole.
Can I reach them?
Back away, man. Just back away for this fight. Just out of 40.
Can I reach them both from here?
Yep.
All right.
Scarab just angles it so he's commanding the battlefield with his noodly appendages.
All right. The serpent. AC 29.
Oh, for fuck's sake, that's exactly his armor class.
Get him, got him good.
Plus,
Fuck him up.
28. Oh,
That's it, Lance, you bastard, Lance.
another 38.
Another 38 damage. Yeah, burn! You hit him on the top of the helmet, and he just kind of crumples into a heap. Oh, good shot there. No fire, right? Says Neil.
He's gonna. Can he sunder the potion in his hand as a?
Yes.
That's an attack action.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
He can't reach you, so there's no AOO.
That's kind of what I'm thinking. 36.
Let me do some math.
His AC is really high, but his CMD I don't think is so hot.
CMD is 10 plus your BAB. Okay. Plus your Dex, plus your Strength.
Dodge, ring.
He does not have Dodge. He does have Deflect. His natural armor does not apply. He wasn't fighting defensively. So that is a CMD of 30.
So do damage to the bottle.
Yeah, it's like 2 hit points to the...
Okay, so he smashes the bottle then.
Is that non-lethal to an object? It is a glass object. So
Okay.
I think... How does your sword work? Is it always lethal, or do you turn it off?
I think you can turn it off.
Here,
But
I'll
you
see
already
if it.
With
attacked
merciful
non-lethal.
weapon.
You can, but you already attacked with non-lethal.
That's fine. With a -4, you still do lethal damage to it. So the
Sure.
potion bottle in his hands, it probably broke a few fingers, kind of explodes. Ah! No! That's what he's yelling.
Objects are immune to non-lethal damage.
Okay then.
Just as a you need to use a -4, or and then here let me just check to see if it's an action to turn off a merciful blade.
I think it is probably a swift or something.
It might be a move.
Move.
Or,
Oh, so this
I
thing
think
might
it's a
not.
Swift.
on command,
Which is a
the
standard.
weapon suppresses the ability until told to resume.
That's a standard. Okay.
Yeah.
So you sunder the thing, and your blade cushions the blow, and it does no damage to his potion.
You hit this potion with your wiffle bat.
Yeah. Oh, whack! Ow! Oh!
Okay, so he hits him with the haste attack.
Okay.
Possible critical.
You're just whapping Neil in the head.
Yeah, well, obviously the burst
Obviously,
didn't
the
work.
potion is immune.
Right, the glass vial. It's like heavy crystal or something.
Yep.
AC 32,
That is not a confirmation.
even with, and he's not fighting defensively.
No.
Right.
When he fights defensively, it's 41.
Plus.
No, when he goes full defense, it's 41. When he fights defensively, it's 38.
10 plus.
Bang! You hit him in the head. He sort of smiles a little bit, and then you bring the sword up, hits him in the chin. Oh! Oh!
35 damage,
Oh!
and I'm going to 5-foot step.
Your stick hurts.
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna hurt a lot more when it's.
Oh
up your
yeah,
ass.
thanks, Fox. Performance check for downing opponent.
Oh yeah.
There was also a successful CMB.
That did no effect. So the fact that the potion came out alive might almost be his own.
He gets a performance check. The invulnerable potion of
Did
doom.
you hit 22?
I don't think no. I don't even think it's that
Scarab
close.
just doesn't really like react to the crowd. He doesn't pump them up or anything. He's like a surgical tool when everyone expects a wiffle bat with bells and colors. Yeah, Scarab's just really deadly and scary. The thing of nightmares for common folk. At least Scarab has turned against other gladiators, because there were bygone days where Scarab on your lord's side would hunt down and slaughter all of the other lord's men. and villagers and people who got in the way, and this is really progress in the grand scheme of civilization. But I digress. I don't know whose digression that was. The narrator. The narrator. Who the fuck's talking right now? All right, so Neil the Timid.
Has a personality or a background? What the heck?
God damn it. Neil's going to drink the damn potion, incurring an AOO from Scarab.
22. 34.
Missed by 1.
Oh, no, this is the...
Bang! Okay, so that was a stand.
Wait. I just went?
Yep.
So that resets my... So this is the
No,
first attack of the round. I get my Furious Focus. So I get an extra 3.
No, your Furious Focus resets on your turn.
I just...
So this
Okay,
is,
yeah, you're right.
It's an AOO.
Yeah. You used your Furious Focus, and then he went and incurred an AOO, and your turn's not up again. So no, I think that's a miss. Neil the Timid, so he drank the potion. That's a standard. As a move, what is it to fight? He has to fight.
he needs a standard.
Yep.
There's a round of him getting potentially walloped.
Yeah, so as a move, he's just gonna...
Step back, run away and draw a sword or something?
Oh yeah, he draws his sword, right? He draws his sword, which is now glowing. Shing! And he 5 steps around, kind of circling you. It's almost like he doesn't want to be into this fight. He's cringing behind his armor and his shield. It's coming, isn't it? It's coming, isn't it? His footing's solid. Like he's good at what he does.
I love that Neil is just good at his job and is just he's shown well.
That's a critical
26.
miss.
Yeah, 26 on the critical miss.
26 is off balance. Dexterity check DC 20 or lose next standard or move action. Okay, so this was your first attack in the round.
Yes.
Okay, so you that ends your full round attack and you lose your move.
Okay.
You included haste in that?
Haste, yeah, it's all included in there.
Okay. Bang! It's just like hitting a wall. He manages to shift his shield. He pivots well. And there was just a massive clang and crack that resonates throughout the.
You're not gonna like how this ends if I don't knock you out.
I think you need to make a performance check because you critical missed.
Boo-boo.
Yep.
Just roll the dice because I'm guessing. Oh, I what's the DC?
22.
Oh crap! Now I actually have to calculate it.
Your
Okay,
BAB
so
is 11.
No, BAB is 9.
Okay, so that's 2.
Acrobatics, perform.
Yeah, I got a +5, so I made it.
Awesome. All right, so you don't lose any pluses from the crowd. They like the sound of the crack against the shield. Oh, you hit pretty hard there. I'm sorry about this. He attacks with his True Strike.
Okay.
With the poison blade. No longer has his flank.
It's one of those, this is going to end so badly for you, Neil.
50.
You hit? 50-50.
This is for the...
He's got True Strike.
True Strike that gets through all concealment, as we learned thanks to Lucas. Or relearned, because we played a lot of some other system before coming back to this. All right, that is not a critical threat for him, and you get hit with a short sword with a bit of magic and some good strength for 7 damage.
Ow.
Well, that's not the problem.
And now let us just look up the poison.
Now, don't roll a 1 against the poison effect.
No, this is a different poison. Let me roll.
Oh, they went expensive on this, didn't they? It's the Popo! Everybody get out of here! Eat what you hold.
Okay. This poison is DC 20.
I got a 26.
Okay, for a brief moment, the skin where you got nicked went very numb, but you managed to. It bubbled instead of going into your system.
Okay.
You do notice that his sword is pretty much clean at this point of poison. Hydrax made me do it! Hydrax made me do it! Hydrax made me do it!
You like to use chemicals, do you, Neil?
No, he made me do it.
I'll fireball him to death.
All right, he does get a second attack. He does have enough bab. He rolls a nat 20.
No.
He struck you again.
He's gonna cut you 2 times. Oh, 50.
Right.
50.
What did he roll?
20.
He missed.
Okay.
He made me do it. He made me do it. You left your knee out a little bit, and he just attacked. He attacked the knee as you're trying to pivot around his expert pivot.
All right. He gets a attack of opportunity on my turn as I fly up into the air with my beetle wings.
He just like some sort of
And he just
horrible
whips
monster.
a firebomb down at him.
Oh, okay. He'll take his AOO. AC 30.
No.
Okay, kind of tax your feet as you're going, what are you doing? There's not supposed to be flying. And then you whip a firebomb down at him. Okay.
Yeah. 20 plus 9 plus.
The point where you realize that what looks like cheating is him playing fair.
Touch AC 29.
That blast Neil. There's no fire.
12. Fuck, what a shitty roll.
Holy crap.
Ah! Any other additional effects?
Nope, that's it.
Okay, well, you left Mew with him, but it was in a spectacular form, and then used a fiery thing, and we already established the crowd really loves when people burn. So there's part of his shield is on fire. Ah! He's screaming out, everyone's laughing, and
I can do this all day, Neil. You still get fucking...
You notice a couple of the judges off to the side that are on the field, like the field judges. 3 of them have come together and
Stay on the ground.
no, they're talking. Like you visibly see this. You see
them
the
going, he hasn't done that before. When the fuck did he learn to do that?
Yep. Column of the old gods is checking up on Hydrax. He hasn't cast any spells though.
He's beat with wiffle bat.
Neil. Fuck you! He's just full defensing.
Hey, Neil, maybe if you piss yourself a bit more, you'll put out the fire. And he throws another one.
How do you know I haven't already?
AC 22.
With his full defense.
Maybe not.
His dex of 4, deflection of 2, which would bring him to 16. Full defense is 22. Okay, so you tagged him right on.
17 this time.
Okay, the judges are waving you down.
He's putting his hands up like, what? What?
Get on the ground. Fight
Okay.
on the ground.
Neil is full defensing.
Okay, 5 foot step back.
Okay.
Oh, hang on, I'm on the wrong. I'm trying to move myself on freaking Twitch. There we go. Yeah. Actually, he'll move it.
Add
He'll move himself way back. Oh, I gotta actually roll the hit mark.
You're throwing another bomb?
Yep.
Okay.
33.
He hits Neil. He peeked out of his shield and the fiery pot bursts in his forehead.
I've been forgetting bugs. There we go.
Yeah, we can add those in retroactively.
Yeah. I'll just throw them on this one here. So plus. So 31.
31 brings us to 30 and 60. Neil passes out. You notice that a bunch of the judges are waving flags. The crowd is cheering and booing. Scarab, you do get a performance check for the firebomb from last round, and then one for downing your opponent.
So I got 19 and 19.
Okay. Not enough to push you into victory point territory, and the judges are waving their flags, and they are calling the match in favor of the Knights of the Broken Shield.
Oh, what the fuck for?
You're not allowed
For leaving your feet for too long.
When has that been a rule?
You see the judges calling it in this way.
Okay, he's gonna go. Where are the judges? Like, he's doing like the McEnroe thing.
Okay. So let's have. Let me get some 3 guys in robes.
Seriously, dude?
Well, the Conclave is a little poor.
I fucking told you to get off the ground! Ah! You're just shaking the gates out.
My computer is not being friendly. I'm gonna find some judges, some judge pictures. Judge with funny hair with the white hair. Why did they give me Judge Judy for judge with funny hair? Is her hair really that funny? I'm getting all sorts of weird pictures, like Barack Obama dressed up like Judge Judy now. That's not what I want.
This is what happens when you just go to random places on the internet.
Yeah. Aristocrat hair. There we go. These judges are not old enough to have the white hair. They are clearly wearing wigs. And we'll put 3 judges down.
So, I'm wondering, what's the likelihood that they're paid off?
These are not arbiters. They're not judges. They're referees. What do we want to call the referees in the gladiator?
Adjudicators?
Empires?
Empires?
They might be called imps, as like short.
Empire. Okay. So there's this dude who looks super trustworthy. There's Empire Drusus.
So I was like walking the dogs when you guys were making bets. What all did you bet?
Magnus is losing
lot.
60 talents on this.
How much does Magnus have?
More than 60 talents.
Oh, that guy's.
Well,
yeah,
actually, I
trustworthy
lent you 20. Magnus wants that shit back.
Magnus is calling in the debts immediately.
So there are three empires. And you go wandering over. Immediately, this one guy takes a step back, and 2 of them turn around, and then they see Scarab in their face. Ah!
Bullshit! Where's this bullshit?
We've gone back to the old codes.
You didn't tell it. He actually grabs one of them by the throat.
Okay, this guy is very wily at taking steps back, but you're now like grappling one of the umpires. Everyone's like, "Oh!"
Zed's going in to save the umpire.
All right.
Oh, why did you change it? Why did you change it?
We threw a flag.
I'll fucking throw you! He starts flying up.
Oh!
Who paid you? Who paid you?
I don't know. We threw the flag. You're not supposed to fly.
Who paid you?
We gave you the count of 20.
I was only up there for 3 rounds. That's 18 seconds.
8 plus or minus 3 or 4 secones.
The fucking lie!
I'm sorry. I'm just a junior umpire.
Drops him from like 30 feet.
Ah!
Zed gets him.
You gonna try to catch him? Okay, give me an acrobatics check as you're trying to. Oh!
Well,
He's
Wait,
yelling,
wait
at the other, he's yelling at the other ones. Find out where you live and I fucking get you.
I'm not going to use Ashoka as acrobatics because that stuff is shit.
As seen in professional wrestling, we counted to 20, just really, really, really fast. Much faster than 20 seconds. Oh.
25?
Yeah, you're able to help the Empire. Both of you take D6. You could choose to take the 2D6 and he'll take the 1.
Yeah.
So,
Ow.
oh wow! So Zed and
Ow.
the Empire end up in this cluster underneath.
You're dead, you hear me? You're dead! I'm gonna beat you for 30,000 fucking talents! Again and again, you're fucking dead!
Holy shit! Yeah, they're running. Guards are now flooding the field as the Empires are being threatened.
Yep. This is, well, his contract is really only for this. He's just a contractor. I mean,
It's decent, yeah.
Crowd's going nuts. You actually see sporadic fighting breaking out in the crowd as some of the guards that are in the crowd, just keeping the peace, just got clocked by some people.
yeah, this is like.
All right, Scarab, what are you doing? What are you guys doing next? Guards have come out and they're pointing their spears and crossbows in your direction.
Now he puts
Stand down! Stand down! Stand down! like this, they don't want to fight Scarab, but they have to run out here because they'll. Yeah, this will be bad. Bad for them.
Yeah, Scarab doesn't want to go to jail either, though.
Okay. We counted. This guy crying in Zed's ear. What's Zed doing?
They're there. They're there. He's gonna basically put him on, like, pick him up and put him on his feet.
Okay.
And
He's running away. People are laughing at the judge as the judge is falling over. He drops his fucking ridiculous wig into the sands and has to go back.
Zed will use one of his lower level healing spells to top himself up. He does have a fight coming up.
Yep. These empires are moving around the circle of soldiers that are moving in towards Scarab. Is Scarab still in the air?
Yeah.
Okay. They're trying to arrest you, Scarab.
Yeah, Scarab's not getting arrested.
Get down! Get down here right now and submit!
Yeah, no, he just flies away.
Okay, people are amazed at this. You're just flying out of the arena.
Ashoka has like a quizzical look on his face of like.
Okay.
Actually, like, what the fuck?
So I believe Magnus owes how much money? Sounds like Scarab is skipping on a debt.
All right, the Empires are allowed in.
Actually,
Are allowed under the editor's pulpit, and they're allowed in. Scarab just kind of flies off, flies out of the arena. The guards are probably pretty lucky that they didn't have to try to arrest him. They look actually relieved. Standing there and watching the chaos, kind of like just watching everything that was going on, was Kython the Unchained. Neil the Timid and the others are awakened with spells and are allowed to and basically leave the arena. One of the judges has the nerve to go up to them. Where did I stick them? Did I delete them? I just made them. No. There we go. One of the Empires, probably the senior one, goes up and actually raises the arms of Neil the Timid and Hydrax the Serpent. Hydrax like, what the fuck? We won? Oh yeah. He flew around and just threw bombs at me. I couldn't reach him. Ashoka, you could give me a sense motive.
Sure, we are sensing the motives real hard.
Damien.
This looks like. My guess is this was a gerb. A gerb was done. 32.
Okay. The Empire that is out there is trying very hard not to look behind him in the direction of where Yuri the Claw and the tall boys are.
Okay. Shoka is going to cast Ascending to Yuri.
Okay, so you're gonna sit there for 10 minutes while the crowd's going,
Nuts. Just tuning them out. Actually, I might even be able to just cast message to talk with Yuri from here. Give me a second.
Okay, the guards calm down. Your boy. One of the senior captains come out here.
Yes.
No, he's actually pointing at Magnus.
Okay. Yep. Good.
Your
Good.
your gladiator Scarab touched a judge.
Oh, he's not mine anymore. Go talk to Ashoka or Zed.
Okay, Captain.
Damien's like, ooh, really?
Captain goes over to Zed.
Your gladiator touched a judge.
I ain't getting glory. I ain't getting this either.
There'll likely be a fine for that.
Understood.
He's a slave.
Mercenary free agent.
Wonder how long that's gonna last.
I suspect he'll be in chains before the end of the month.
They don't like it when the judges get touched.
No, they do not.
Good thing no one died. Hope he's got some.
You might want to check on the judge that had a fall. Odd skulls connected when catching him.
Oh. You Ludus masters likely have deep pockets anyways. Not like any of us could get away with that. The soldiers kind of like tootle off, as in they're not expecting justice.
The Empires look rattled. Like one of them doesn't want to come back out. You're pretty sure the young guy who got thrown from 30 feet peed himself. You can still smell his pee on you. Empire Drusus seems to just be talking with the captain of the guard, and he's like,
seems to be explaining something. The guard. That was most unexpected, yet the gods work in mysterious ways, says Colm of the Old Gods to Zed. No hard feelings, although some are better winners than losers.
The gods know who won that fight.
Yes, but this is not a pit of fair, now is it? This is
No, it is
spectacle!
Yes, it is a test.
He takes all of his holy symbols and...
Is there one of
Chant.
Kazuth on there?
There could be. It's like he's wearing as many holy symbols as he can of many of the gods. Very odd.
Kazuthan on that chain, yes?
There is a wheel of the seasons.
Is that like all the
Yeah, it's like the
elemental
four
gods?
elemental gods on the wheel of the seasons. This guy's a blasphemer? He calls it all the gods?
with
Cleric of opportunity.
with no like, it's like Kazuth is it's like the stupidest grade school. My dad's stronger than your dad.
Right. Good fight, you two. The old gods were on your side, clearly. As always, the gods smile on those who stand beside Colm.
I have a question about the old rules. Do the old rules allow poison?
Pardon me?
The old rules of the gladiatorial arena, did they allow poison?
An interesting question.
He's looking at Hydrax.
Hydrax is like fucking picking himself up. He's all bloody. I do not think your man was poisoned.
I'm fairly certain the blades were.
Ah.
He's not making an issue of it. He's just
Yep.
pointing things out.
Colm of the Old God shrugs.
Let me know when 10 minutes goes by, because we're going to send that sending to Yuri.
Okay. Magnus, are you still standing there?
Magnus goes to get a drink.
Okay, so you guys are drinking
I
at
don't
this
know
point.
whose ass I'm gonna kick. Shit on somebody.
Oh, why are they,
Damien's multiplied.
There's a doppelganger there with a stupid hat on.
Only thing worse than
Chanticleer is there. From the sounds of it, you lost a technicality.
It was a bullshit call.
We've seen more than a few bullshit calls, says Gregor. Don't worry.
You should respect the judge's decisions, and you should be looking out for warnings.
I yelled at him to get down. He didn't. I told him, get down.
Greg goes, the commissioner is a stickler for older rules. He wants fair fights, or at least the sense of fair fights, says Gregor.
Well, it's a good thing I haven't been fighting. I had no idea he'd changed the rules.
Yeah, apparently the rules are up in his office, and anyone is willing to go read through all of them, says Gregor.
I am.
Well,
As am I. One of us will be able to understand them.
the judges are all kind of archaic, and I don't know.
That's right, Kenny. Sorry.
Sorry you lost. This round's
No,
on me,
we'll be-
says Gregor.
We'll be appealing the decision.
Yeah, well, he's like, good luck with that.
Oh, Magnus remembers what that judge looks like.
Yeah, he looked very trustworthy. Super trustworthy. May
May Oladamara, the god of wine, bless this place and know that we are all friend here of the veins. We had no place in the judgment of the gods or of the imps.
Hey, the shrine's down the hall.
Who
My-
is this asshole?
Might I
It's cold.
suggest that we take libation elsewhere, gentlemen? Yeah, it's a good idea. We don't want to make Magnus mad. Hydrex just nods to the group of you, and they wander off. Colm kind of like walking closely behind them. He gives a bow to everyone as they're leaving. They are in good spirits, even though they got their asses kicked. Colm does stop at the altar and makes like half a dozen different prayers.
Holy shit, it actually smells like fried chicken in here.
We should go, says Neil. He's like running out of the place as fast as his armor could, him and his armor could go. What does Scarab fly to?
Yuri's bar.
Okay.
Oh, is he like Scarab is going full like he's kamikaze mode?
Or it could be like, I threw the fight.
Alright, so
See
Yuri
that happen.
Yuri isn't back there yet. There are a few of his tall boys that are there just tending
See
to the
if he's
place.
got a safe or something.
Ooh, a
How
Scarab token.
bullshit calls get made. He's been in the business long enough.
Let's grab your Scarab's token.
He's gonna slash Yuri's wagon wheels and
Wagon wheels. Break your shit, Yuri.
tattoo your horse like a penis on your horse. Yuri's a dick.
Okay, you fly to the dented helm. You can see that there are a couple of ooh, that was
Dogs. The dogs in the helm didn't help.
Yuri is not there. A couple of his tall boys are, and a gladiator. It seems pretty empty.
First cat is taunting my dog on our deck. Give me a second.
The tall boys sort of look at you. Like, there are a few other peasants or commoners that are there, like one tending the bar, but the two tall boys just look at you like, aren't you supposed to be fighting? They kind of question on their heads, or on their faces. They don't actually ask the question, but they both stand up when they see you fly in. Gladiator just nods to Scarab. Just rando gladiator.
You're gonna want to leave.
Give me an intimidate check. You're specifically intimidating the gladiator? Okay.
No, I'm suggesting you're gonna want to leave.
To who?
To the gladiator.
Oh yeah. It's an intimidate check.
I don't think I have it, to be honest.
Well, the DC is not that hard. It's like 15.
Okay, so I gotta roll a 16. Here we go. 9.
I'm drinking. That's what he
Oh,
says.
Yeah, I'm just saying, you're probably gonna want to leave. He drinks a protection from energy.
Okay.
Fire.
The two tall boys. What are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be fighting?
Yeah, just finished. Chuck's an alchemist, or chucks a bomb at the back of the room.
Fire with the alcohol.
Right where all the alcohol and bottles are.
Burning down Yuri's bar.
Yep.
Okay, give me an attack roll as what the?
Now that is worth 60 talents.
Oh, this mice ending is gonna go over poorly, I think.
22.
Okay, it strikes the back bar and lights a bunch of bottles of alcohol on fire. The dented helm is now in those precious few, like, early moments of a fire where it still could be made okay. But a couple of bottles break. The two guards, what the fuck are you doing? They're drawing their daggers and moving in to attack Scarab. They had already stood, so you've got a couple of guys trying to attack you. These are not mercenaries.
Initiative?
AC 23 and AC 12?
No.
Okay, so a couple of daggers are not finding their way through the armored defense of the four-armed monstrosity. The gladiator is standing up like, what the fuck? He just sort of stands up like, whoa, what's going on here? Now I understand what you meant. He isn't drawing a weapon. He's just looking around like, how the fuck do I get out of here? Scarab's turn.
Haste is down by now.
Yeah, it took you a few minutes to fly over here, we'll say.
Yeah.
At least 5. Maybe 9.
He is gonna hack on these guys.
I don't know if it'd be 5. It's like quite literally just outside the arena.
Oh, that's
Like,
right,
3
yeah.
actions or something.
Right. It was double scale, so yeah, it's like a minute. A sugar sending might go off as the flames from the bar are visible in the...
Oh, shit.
What kind of weapon are you using with these guys?
Oh, it's the lethal Nodachi.
Okay, so that's a critical hit
That's a
against
critical
one
hit.
of the tall boys.
Not script this.
26.
Making my life difficult. Also making us need Damien more.
Where are the keys to Magnus's? Like,
He's like, this is nothing.
Standard
See what the
critical.
Circus did.
Standard critical.
Yeah, but it's like Damien thinks that these people settle their differences in court.
How much money did you guys lose on that match?
Oh, lots.
Magnus
80,000?
Collectively?
Magnus puts
80,000?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the Ludus lost 20 grand, but he's basically going to tell Yuri that I know what you did. We're not going to make a stink. You can take Magnus's money. Fuck it. We won that though.
This guy has 48 hit points.
Okay, so he's done.
Minus 17. He does not have a con of 17, so you chop his neck open. Just blood everywhere as the tall boy falls down. His dagger clanks to the ground.
Alright, and the next finish gonna be
it's 2d10.
Do you have like cleaving finish or anything like that, or
no, I don't have anything
okay?
like that.
Second attack.
AC 20 on the other one.
The thug has less than AC 20. They're wearing leathers and like long coats and.
Oh, I think I added an extra D6 in there. I did. So subtract 2. Well, he's dead anyway. So 2 for the damage.
Yep, he doesn't. You got his con right on.
Yeah. Okay. 10 plus 26. 29 damage.
29 damage. Bloodies this guy. You're fucking crazy, is what he's saying. You're fucking dead. He
Joined you in this.
he tries to stab you.
Jake, Magnus is not allowed to join in this kind of crap.
This is Gracchus' last stand. Let's face facts. He's done as a character now.
AC 20.
No.
It slashes at your armor. Where the fuck? He's pushing his blade into one of the cracks of your armor that isn't quite right because you've got 4 arms, and he's not understanding why it's not pushing in.
There's a pauldron under there, you
Yeah,
asshole.
exactly. There's a pauldron underneath.
It's not an armpit, it's a pauldron.
It's just, ah!
Alright, he attacks again. AC 32.
You come down with a well-trained slash. Kind of, the sword sort of like rests on his neck, and then you just sort of rake the sword downwards, creating a wound of horrible
30
proportion.
damage.
30 damage is 59. He's unconscious.
I told you to get out.
Gladiator's looking around. This place is a death trap, is what he says. There's only one way out. The gladiator is trying to run past you. Are you letting him
go?
Okay. He runs into the streets.
Scarab's gonna throw another. Is there like a back room or something?
It does look like there are stairs that lead down.
Okay, he throws. He doesn't even look down. He just throws a.
Okay. You hear someone scream down the stairs, and you realize that the barkeep had gone down the stairs.
Ah, fuck him.
Come on, man. Nobody kills the bartender, man.
There are flames licking up from the downstairs. Okay, the bar is on fire, and so are the stairwell.
Yep.
No one's attacking you.
He steps outside, like in the front door.
Yep.
Throws one more firebomb in, and yells like just to the streets, "Fuck you, Yuri! Shitting fuck!"
Oh, there are people like a whole crowd of people are like, "Oh!" and like a frightened school of fish, they just sort of like ripple and are moving away as some other people are yelling fire, but then realizing which place is on fire, and they seem very hesitant to approach. There are lots of witnesses, people running to and fro, and just sort of pandemonium. Marty, can I spend a hero point to have our Ludus offer to hide him? Interesting.
What?
I don't think we said we were allowed to spend hero and villain points against each other.
But
I don't think this is against anyone.
I just think it would be really bad for the Ludus because the amount of ire that will be drawn here.
Yeah, you might
I don't think your Ludus can survive.
might want to get.
I'm gonna make a note on which week the Scarab incident
Occurred
yeah
or occurs.
This happens 8, 9, 10, 11 weeks in.
And I just
Character Doomsday. Nope, we're looking for the
so
stream notice.
Ashoka's going to go back to his original profession to raise money for the Ludus. He's going to be a high-end gigolo.
Gavy, baby.
You know that whole thing where Fleas and Sona or begging doing tricks for money.
Okay, so week 11, I'm going to make a note here. This is the Scarab incident.
See, Ashoka only bet as much as he was willing to lose for the Ludus.
So I'm not going to let you use hero points for this. What you could use is your Ludus actions to try to identify the outcome.
Fox, I
have some ideas to make this work. I'm curious what those are.
I would suggest heavily in. There's a good chance that he ends up being, condemned, and then trying to buy his contract would be how I'd get there.
Okay, the gladiator's running off. Scarab is throwing a bomb. He's like, "Fuck you!" Yuri is who you called out to specifically. Okay, fuck you, Yuri.
Yeah, he doesn't know the other guy. So.
The dented helm is now well on its way to becoming a fire. If a fire brigade is not formed soon, the bar
he flies out of town.
Okay, so there are a couple of shots as you're flying over the wall as a guard with a gun does try to shoot Gracchus.
Okay.
This guard is using some sort of rifle. It is a touch AC. But not a very good one. AC 12.
Nope.
You saw him from a mile away. You just sort of dipped at the last moment. What you think is a magical ammunition kind of whizzed by you. You see a bunch of guards with muskets pointed in your general direction, but you do see one guard had
had light armor and kind of like he was really tall with a frilly plume and this really long rifle. He took the shot and they stopped shooting at you and they're just watching Scarab leave.
Yep.
I should have went after Scarab instead of casting my sending, but I'm still here going, "Hey Yuri, how are things?" That seemed to have gone sideways.
Okay, let's go back to the valuable Civic Arena. Zed is getting ready for his fight.
Yep.
Nova is acting as the healer for the Zed fight. There is some consternation in the veins. Ashoka, while they're getting ready and they're kind of coaxing the Megaphant out from its lair or the tunnel between the Civic Arena and the Beast Tamer's stables. Where is my Megaphant? Got Mongo. Did I delete the Megaphant? Maybe. Oh, your sending goes off. What did you say to Yuri? Who's sitting there looking quite pleased with himself.
Yuri, I know you bribed the Empire. I know the Empire is involved. We will not make a fuss, assuming that the Ludus bet is honored correctly. You can keep Magnus's money and his offer, and his favor. It's the 20k Ludus bet, and basically let him know that there was the cheating was seen. He can respond however he'd like.
Did you type this out somewhere?
Oh, here, I'll type it.
Okay. You can also roll a diplomacy check along with it. You're basically asking him not to take your 20 grand.
Effectively.
And to pay you 10.
Yep. And we won't get...
So
like,
he'll lose 30, and then...
He'll make 60.
Yeah. Plus the 20 that Magnus owes him already.
Plus the 20 that Magnus owes him already, and then whatever the favor was.
And that was covering the favor.
That was covering the favor?
Yeah. Plus Scarab was the favorite.
Yep.
He's going to be making a mint off that fight.
Mm-hmm.
Keep...
The house always wins.
This is...
Whereas if rumors of him fixing the games gets out, he might have so many clients.
The Ashoka spy network all whispering.
We simply would like... We basically want shush money. The Ludus arrangement honored. Fair enough? Question mark. Ashoka. Also doing the whole, like, I am using a 5th circle spell to talk to you in the middle of the thing.
Yeah, you notice he's sort of looking pleased. Someone's pouring him a drink. They're celebrating.
And the
diplomacy.
Enjoy those drinks. They're not going to last.
29. And I never reduce somebody's opinion of me.
Nice.
Yeah, with my consigliere power.
You're like, hey, come on, guy. Hey, come on, do business.
Just want to do business.
Oh, this is one of those magic tricks, eh?
He's gonna waste his words.
You see him swaying off to the side. What the fuck? I'm not sure what bet you even placed. Clerical error.
Cool.
You notice him stand up. He lifts his glass. He's looking around the arena. He's looking for you.
Ashoka will stand up at the other side of the arena.
Okay.
And toast to Yuri.
You don't know if he saw you or just got bored of looking around, but yeah,
Okay, so
he basically you didn't make a bet.
We didn't make a bet. Perfect. No bet was made.
The Megaphant comes out. Oh, it's looking mean. Chebagas leading the Megaphant out. All sorts of meanness there.
It's got its collar on, yeah.
Yeah, Chebagas comes over to talk to Chebagas, the beast tamer. Bloop, there he is. Megaphant gets put on the circle. It barely fits. Chebagas comes over and shakes Zed's hand. Oh, you're really brave for doing this. This is well, I'm sorry about your man there. He seemed to not like the judge ruling. They've been acting rather oddly as of late.
Apparently, the commissioner has reverted everything to the old rules.
Old codes, codes placed down, and well, they abandoned a lot of the old codes with how strict they were. People don't like strict; they like fun. But I suppose the elephant fight, they don't have much codes about that.
We will make it fun.
What would be your signal that you submit?
Tusk in the air. Trunk in the air.
Your trunk held high in the air, sort of like a serpent. Okay, and what would...
Or falling down and being unconscious.
Oh, yes, I will keep an eye out for that. The Megaphant is well trained, but momentum is important. Again, you're very brave.
We'll put on a good show.
Quit kissing us already! Get on with it! Fucking old lady. Just piercing through the... Megaphant just gives a honk to the crowd. There's lots of kids that are loving the Megaphant as it takes to the field. And Pompadoro, the Kython the Unchained sits back down. Pompadoro comes out. And now we have, as you could hear the thunder of its great feet, the great beast, the greatest beast that Vanderpool has ever seen, but not will ever see. Pompadoro might know something. The wonderful, the Tostara, the Megaphant! And people are going nuts.
Megaphant. Zed is gonna go to the stones.
Okay.
And he'll turn into an elephant.
Nice.
Because this is the mega fight.
This is the mega fight for the Megaphant.
Yep.
Some guy in some chat. Welcome to the channel. Thanks for following. Let us know if you have any questions. We're about to see two big ass beasts fight it out in the Vanderpool Civic Arena. Let us know. Megaphant versus Zed. Does Zed have a token for his elephant form?
Not a special one. I've got my Earth Elemental, my bird, my monkey.
Well, I'll give you the backup token for the Megaphant. I created 2 at one point. No, not that one. How about this one? There we go. And your elephant is what size?
Huge.
So we'll call this Zed.
Zediphant.
Zediphant. Okay, much smaller than the Megaphant itself. Zed turns into a tusked beast. It still has this strange, slight greenish skin that Zed himself has. The Megaphant trumpets and kind of like lifts up on like two back legs for a moment and crunches down. The shake reverberates throughout the entirety of the Civic Arena. Much to the delight of people, it was at first shocking. Everyone kind of shushed when the bang rolled through the place. But afterwards, the crowd is calling out in quite deafening fashion. So the Megaphant, or the Beast Tamers, start off at a +1. Yeah, it's been a while since they've had a really good beast fight, but the crowd generally loves them. And the Conclave, despite having touched judges, that was a gutsy move, and the somewhat undercurrent and slightly rebellious nature of the Vatopolans really appreciated that. And the Conclave remains at +1. If only Scarab was a bit more of a showman, he may have pushed you a little bit closer.
He'd be Vatopol's Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Nova Skullcrusher does approach the Zediphant, and she just sort of spends. She gets closer to the elephant, not as confident in her own healing powers. Chebagast, however, is kind of it's got this tiny little whip that would not even hurt the Megaphant with its tough hide. At this point, Ashoka, from your eagle-eyed view, you notice a weird plume of smoke rising from outside the Civic Arena. It's really black smoke, very angry.
Well, Yuri needs a friend. We're going to Dimension Door beside Yuri.
Okay.
Please
There is no spire yet in Vatopol, so you Dimension Door with your familiar beside Yuri.
Yep.
Okay. Blink.
Yuri.
Oh, the tall boys are all kind of in your face when you appeared out of nowhere and kind of in someone's seat.
There's smoke coming from the direction of your bar. Who would you like to go investigate?
What do you mean, smoke? I'm about to watch two elephants fuck. I mean fight.
Like a married couple on their first night.
Like a married couple. Yes, there's lots of grappling and hustle and bustle with it. What do you mean, smoke? I think he's right, Yuri. There's some smoke on the horizon. It's towards the neighborhood. Ah, fuck. They'll fight fire. They are good fighting fire. It is distraction from Yuri watching two elephants make trunk love.
All right. Would you like me to bring some of your men there, or are you satisfied with your god?
Bring these two.
Okay, Ashoka will take those two to where Dimension Door to where he thinks the fire is, which is just like right out the door. Bloop.
Okay. Yeah, you Dimension Door outside of the Civic Arena, and yeah, lo and behold, you see the bar that Yuri conducts most of his business in completely ablaze.
Huh.
You could see two brave people trying to pull a couple of bodies out of the front of the dented helm.
Gentlemen, you might want to help.
Our bar's on fire.
Shall I retrieve Yuri, or shall we let him enjoy the match?
Oh, fuck. And they're going to go, grab buckets, what are you doing? Standing around watching. And they're yelling at people. And one of them does go over, but a bunch of smoke gets him to go out. It does not look like someone tipped a lantern. It looks like
Somebody firebombed.
You can't help but notice the dude that they're pulling out of here. Ah, he's fucking dead. You know, like you can see his neck is slashed open.
Oh, the fire cut his head off. Oh.
Right. You see a little bit of ruckus near the wall. You actually see a couple of like guards swarming along the southern portion of the wall.
Okay. Yeah, Ashoka might be like pretty much immune to the fire damage and all that stuff, but he doesn't really care. Everybody pulled out dead. Good. Whatever story gets kind of brought up with. I don't cast Gust of Wind to fan the flames. Or I do have Gust of Wind as a spell. Like I could use it. Why do I have Gust of Wind? That's shit. That's Zed.
Okay. So,
Not very polite for for buildings to burn down before their use is up.
says Nim. He's looking at you like he's
Yes.
not quite as he doesn't know what's going on.
Agreed. Not very polite at all.
And then he just flew away. You could hear somebody saying, like, there's hundreds of people in the square.
I'm going to dimension door back beside Yuri.
Okay. Meanwhile, there's an initiative between the Megaphant and Zed.
Woo! Alright. Zed, are you ready to get your ass kicked for the cause? Cast Baleful Polymorph on the elephant to make it like a little tiny elephant. Then I punted it around the arena.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn it into a chicken and have the uberest chicken that ever did chicken.
We'll have the two Uber chickens see if they make little Uber chicks. Or weird dragon elephant hybrid.
Because that's how dragon bloodlines happen. There has to be polymorph. So the Megaphant gets a 6.0. Zed, what'd you get for your initiative?
Zed gets a 15.3.
3. Okay, Zed goes first. What did you do?
Zed is going to
For fuck's sakes.
bumble off the platform. And he's going to cast a bark skin.
Okay. The Megaphant is trundling forward. Not quite charging. Chebagas is having a hard time keeping up. Oh, it looks mad. Like it looks mad that there's another one of it, sort of, that is on the field, and it's kicking up dust and just pounding its way across the sands.
Oh, is Sona watching the fight, or is he?
Sona's watching the fight. Sona is cheering Zed on.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get your ass over here, watch the goddamn fight, you son of a bitch.
Is Magnus watching the fight or no?
Magnus? Oh, Magnus doesn't give a shit. He's like, he didn't bet. He doesn't care. Just make sure he doesn't die, I guess.
Magnus is like fucking drinking away his loss. Is that what's happening?
Man, you know, he's just like, oh, what the fuck? Why didn't he's just talking himself. Fine. He's not drinking drunk. He's
Yep.
just-
All right, so we're going to.
Chanticleer is watching the fight from the vans. He's interested in how his brother of faith performs. Damien, are you watching the two elephants fight, or are you?
Yeah.
You consoling Magnus in his loss?
Oh, don't worry, Magnus. We can appeal. Things can be done.
I don't care that much about the money. I'm pissed off he wasn't listening to me. Money comes and goes. I don't care. I'll just make some more.
That is the spirit. That's
spirit.
We're gonna put a ring of fire around the Megaphant.
You're casting a spell, huh? It has a reach of 15 feet.